Aquarius, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so very much. I appreciate you returning, it means a lot to me. If you're brand new to the channel or cross-watching, something like that, I'm JT. How you doing? Come in and check out some of the videos. I just got some new ones laid out. So, okay, Aquarius, we are going to do a general reading again. Keep in mind, they're just energies. I don't really go gender specific unless the cards really kind of identify that situation. So, I'll give you the down low. We'll shuffle up and lay out the cards for the spread, okay? Aquarius, I will lay out the cards in the Celtic pattern. I will go over each and every one of those categories with you. I'll show you the cards up close so you can kind of see the cards as well. But like right now, I just want to shuffle up for you. I'm trying to stay as transparent as I can. You could skip forward if you'd like. All right, here we go. I'm going to talk about the present energy along the way after I get them all laid out. And talk about the crossing challenge. We're going to take a look at the foundation, what's lying underneath. We're going to look at the recent past. We're going to take a look at the possibilities. We're going to look at the near future. We're going to look at the self, how you're showing up in the situation. We're going to look at the environment around you. Hopes, fears, wishes, or worries. And then the outcome and the direction. Like I said, I will go over each and every one of these cards in the categories again. But right now I'm going to take a look at these cards, see where we're at. And while I'm doing that, I'd like you to check out the 3 brand new poems from Haiku Corner. Okay, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed those haiku poems. I am really trying to do something different for the channel. I individualize each and every one for every specific reading. So if they resonate with you, cool. Anyway, as promised, we'll get into your reading and we'll talk about these cards, okay? Basically, what I'm getting here is the one that walked away from you isn't done, Aquarius, okay? We're going to talk about this present energy. We have the Ace of Cups, okay? This is someone catching feelings again, all right? Really hard feelings. Whether this is you or someone else, I'm not sure, but it's definitely a fresh emotion, okay? A renewed interest, maybe a sudden emotional, oh no, I still care. Yeah, this someone who ghosted you suddenly feels a surge of longing. We could be talking about a soulmate connection here, a soul contract of some kind. I am kind of seeing some cards that line up in this situation, but it doesn't have to be. But so Aquarius, just kind of take the energy as it sits with you, right? Yeah, this is a masculine energy replaying old photos at 2 in the morning, right? Or feminine, doesn't matter. Like I said, it could be a feminine who's writing a message, deleting it, rewriting it. A crush becoming undeniable maybe after some months. Maybe after pretending like they didn't care, that type of energy. Someone realizing, they're not over you, after seeing a selfie that you posted, something like that. A person who swears, I'm done. And suddenly now they're dreaming about you, right? This does have that mirroring kind of energy going on here. It doesn't have to apply, but it kind of looks similar to that. But yeah, a romantic reset after maybe a long dry spell or something like that. someone feeling jealous when they see you talking to someone else. It's got lots of emotions tied in with this, okay? But definitely an emotional confession energy that's building here. Steamy romance potential, okay? Very high. This is I miss your touch kind of energy, This is I've been dreaming about you and way beyond the dream stage here. So yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful starting to the reading here, okay? Now we are going to move on, Aquarius, into your challenge card, which is the Six of Wands, okay? The Six of Wands. This the challenge is ego. It's attention, validation. It's public image. Somebody who needs constant reassurance, perhaps. This doesn't have to apply to you, but it could be. A partner who wants to win at the breakup kind of situation. I don't know. We did detect a little bit in that emotional situation with the Ace of Cups. So there could be some of that, a masculine energy maybe who wants you to chase them. I don't know. We could be talking about a feminine energy here who wants to be admired, don't ignore me, that type of stuff. So just take what fits with you, and take it with a grain of salt. It's just energy. But someone posting their thirst traps, right, to get your attention. Like I said, we do have a little bit of a steamy situation going on here, but this also kind of indicates maybe a person who cares a little bit too much about what their friends might be thinking. Maybe someone who wants to look successful, before they return into the situation. I'm not sure, but maybe someone who wants to be praised, but doesn't really give the praise back. I don't know. There's lots of emotions taking place. Fiery sign here. A person who wants to be chosen without doing, the choosing themselves. But third party influence. Friends might be hyping someone up or them or something like that, or giving some bad advice, either one. But yeah, definitely some fire signs taking place. Maybe it doesn't have to apply, but Aries, Leo, Sag here, maybe. Okay, now we're going to look. We're going to look at the foundation. What's lying underneath here? Okay. Come on, camera, help me out. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, someone's walked away, but not necessarily because they stopped caring about you or you caring about them, whatever, maybe. But we're talking about emotional burnout here, maybe feeling unappreciated, maybe leaving to just find themselves, right? We could be talking about avoidant type attachment patterns here as well. But maybe someone who ran when things got real, right? A breakup, maybe that didn't feel, absolutely final. A temporary separation. Just take what fits. But maybe like someone who kind of thought maybe the grass was greener on the other side. We could be talking about a person who really needed space to think here. Yeah, someone who maybe regrets walking away. I don't know. You could be seeing some synchronicities here, like 818 or 808 or something, or hearing the I miss you type songs, those types of situations. Just take what applies. But we do have that number 8, infinity. We also have the 8 of swords. So synchronicities, could be involved here. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Okay, now we're going to move on into the recent past for Aquarius. We have the Magician, right? Someone's trying to manifest you, okay? You could be trying to manifest somebody else, but maybe they tried to manifest the situation or manipulate the situation in some way, This is someone scripting some text but never sending on that type of energy, but a person who's really trying to control the narrative. Okay, that happens in the manifestation scene sometimes. Sometimes we don't mean to, but we do, and sometimes that energy comes towards us as a projection, right? But a person who's maybe using silence as a tactic. I'm not sure, but we could be talking about as well a masculine energy trying to appear confident, okay, or a feminine energy who's also trying to appear maybe a little unbothered. Somebody who's trying to manifest that reunion, okay? We did have your crossing challenge in that Six of Wands situation. So, yeah, something like that could be taking place. A person trying to make you jealous. I don't know, someone watching your social media from a burner phone. I don't know, a person trying to maybe rebuild their own confidence this way, you know. They wanted to impress you maybe, but they overdid it. So I don't know. Type of social media behavior, you know, they're just checking messages within seconds. That type of energy, you know. All right, now we're moving on into the possibilities. We have the Hermit. We could be talking about Virgo energy here. Don't have to be, but it could be. The Hermit, yeah. So we're talking about a connection that goes very deep, you know, soul tie kind of deep here. Someone realizing they can't replace you. Okay. Um, yeah, this is a could be talking about a masculine energy here. It's having like these late night epiphanies, right? Um, a feminine who's, you know, sitting around journaling about you, something like that. Someone who's healing their childhood wounds, you know, maybe a person who's confronting all of their avoidant tendencies or something like that. Maybe someone who's realized that they've pushed away the wrong person. Okay, a spiritual awakening that also could have been triggered by the separation time here. You know, the Hermit does represent the introspection of the deeper self, right? So, but it's like someone wanting to, you know, talk but needing the courage, you know, or that same soul tie that keeps just, you know, pulling you back together here. Definite earth signs, you know, a little bit of aerodynamic here, slow, meaningful, no big deal. But yeah, okay. Now we are moving on into the near future, the Four of Wands, reunion, celebration, okay? A moment we are finally on the same page kind of card, right? This is that surprise text or that, hey, can we talk, you know? Maybe running into them unexpectedly, something like at a birthday event or a gathering bringing you together. This doesn't have to be the case, but it could be, you know, somebody's wanting to maybe introduce you to their friends, you know, these gatherings or places, friends or family. This could be that somebody takes kind of that slow approach, maybe on your social media. I don't know. A romantic night, you know, that feels pretty warm, fuzzy, cool. We could be talking about a commitment conversation of some kind. Maybe when you go out with this person, or if you go out, you know, this is going to feel like home to you. Just really this moment of real sincerity and vulnerability. Okay, this is chemistry here. You can't hide. Okay, steamy romance potential, definitely. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to look now at the self, how you are showing up in this situation. If I can get my damn fingers under this card, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, come on, camera, help me out. Yeah, you're suspicious, and for a good reason, right? Um, maybe you don't trust their motives. You know, maybe you're afraid that this person might disappear again. You know, back into dreamland and no text, no show, right? Word salad toss at 2 a.m. in the morning, that type of deal. But you know, you're kind of watching their social media patterns too, right? You know, questioning their honesty. Maybe you're wondering if they have somebody else. Maybe they're wondering if you have somebody else. It could apply both ways. So just take what fits. But you know, you're protecting your heart here, right? Avoiding being way too available at 2 a.m. when you should be sleeping, or, you know, whatever hours you are not working, right? You're protecting your heart. Yeah, you know, reading between the lines situation, maybe sensing some mixed signals. I'm not sure, but definitely, you know, afraid of like repeating some kind of old patterns or something like that. It does have third party potential, you know, someone from their past still lingering, maybe, or from your past, you know, but not serious. But yeah. Okay. We are moving on into the environment now. Okay. The environment, we show up with the Page of Wands. And once again, more fire energy here. Okay. It doesn't have to apply, but Aries, Leo, Sag, that type of situation in your timeline doesn't have to be, but could be. But yeah, this is, they want to reach out. They're curious, right? They're tempted. This is the exploration card, you know, passion, fire, romance. Someone typing a message, deleting it. A playful, dirty, flirty text. I don't know. Somebody who's just really kind of wanting to test the waters here. Okay. A person who maybe misses the banter that you used to have or would like to have, that you're thinking about this. They're thinking about that. Someone who wants to reconnect, but maybe fears the rejection side. I don't know. Maybe this masculine he just wants to flirt again. Maybe you are wanting to break the silence and flirt with that person. I mean, it just depends, right? But somebody's definitely feeling inspired here to try again or begin this new adventure, okay? Could be just that message that feels light or meaningful, okay? But someone's really wanting to see you in person, And I've got the feeling that this is going to be pretty quickly here. We were talking about, with the positioning of these cards, maybe within 8 days, or during maybe Aries season, something like that, between March, April, something like that. Could be. Doesn't have to be, but could be. Yeah. Okay. So now we are moving on into the hopes, the fears, the wishes, or the worries. Okay. We got the 8 of Swords. Okay. This is, they're overthinking everything. Okay. Maybe you're overthinking, this is the rejection, vulnerability, repeating mistakes. Keep in mind, this is definitely an illusionary card. Okay. But it could be talking about fear of commitment, fear of losing you. That person could be just wondering, if they've lost you completely. Fear of being judged, especially if you're, in that soulmate or soul tie type connection, the runner chaser dynamic or the push pull retreat. This could really make you in that state of mind, fear of being judged or fear of not being enough. Excuse me. Fear of not being enough. Fear of emotional intimacy, that type of thing. Fear of being misunderstood. Just really a lot of those fears that are just really illusionary based. Okay, the brain's lying to you, that type of situation. And we all been there, we all understand it. But yeah, fear of maybe ruining this connection that's taking place. Okay. Now this is the most beautiful card. This is the respected card of this whole dynamic. This whole situation sums up with the 2 of Cups. Aquarius, mutual love, mutual interest, mutual effort, everything mutual, okay? A heartfelt conversation, definitely an exchange of romantic confessions, right? A reunion that feels really fated, okay? A relationship that's, forming or reforming, something like that. A partnership built on trust, mutuality, honesty. This is the moment I choose you, okay? That exchange is definitely I choose you, you choose me. So a second chance maybe that works, okay? Balanced, reciprocated. This is a healing of past understandings, okay? But definitely a love that feels equal and safe. We're talking about water signs, air signs here. Pisces, right? We could be talking about Scorpio, Cancer. Air signs, we could be talking about Libra, we could be talking about Aquarius themselves, you or Gemini, something like that. Doesn't have to be, but could be. But yes, definitely a beautiful kind of a close for the reading here. But I'm thinking this connection, it's not finished, right? Someone who walked away is realizing, hey, I still care, I still desire you, and I'm definitely still feeling this pull. Okay, this is beautiful. The reunion energy is definitely strong, right? We have got 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. We've got 6 of Wands, fire sign, passion, love, romance, all these great energies involved here. So basically that is the fear, that 8 of Swords is definitely the fear-based emotions that need to be discussed, need to be talked about, somebody needs to pick up that damn text. But take things slowly, okay? Stay grounded. Stay in your lane, consistent. Excuse me. Your heart deserves that reciprocity, okay? Not confusion. Either one of you, and I say either one of you. It could be a multiple polyamorous relationship, something like that. It doesn't have to apply to just a monogamous type relationship. But yeah, and if they return with honesty and effort, this could become the partnership that really you've been craving, you've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? So Aquarius, this is a beautiful damn reading. I haven't got to see one of these in a while. I haven't had the Lovers come out in a little bit. And, while the Lovers card is a great card, don't get me wrong, but it really kind of points to the relationship sides of things, not necessarily twin flame or soul connection. When you get the Two of Cups like this, lined up with all of the wands, the magician, the manifesting, when you get the Eight of Cups walking away, you know, and then this mirrored back and forth, it really does speak about a high soul connection, a really powerful, this could be that power couple dynamic that maybe you've been waiting on, you know. All right, Aquarius, I hope you got something from it. I hope it was confirmation. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, would you? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscription button. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you get the next readings, okay? I love you. I respect you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments, would you? All right. Take it easy.